Howdy folks, welcome back to Roottrees Are Dead, where, what did we do last time? Oh, we started looking at the photos again, didn't we? And we actually got quite a few things sorted out. We started to get this family piece together, which is pretty good. November was the kid who'd written on the back of that photo, and I guess, yeah, there was that time when I came across November somewhere else, and it was like the dance studio. I was like, oh my gosh, I've seen November somewhere before. I don't remember where. It's funny because I don't know, have I spoken about this already? But I've kind of stopped taking notes. I'm not using the notebook much at all. It's reminding me a lot of Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, where I started taking notes and then just very quickly stopped. I don't know. I think I find it more useful to if I were taking notes, I just end up taking notes of everything. And I don't think everything is that relevant. It's almost better. So I take notes of kind of everything, but I definitely miss some things. And then those things that I've missed, I might just never go back to. I think it's better to kind of go back through the evidence like I've been doing recently and reading everything again, because then I'm less likely to miss stuff, I think. I guess I just haven't found the note taking to be that useful. Sure, there have been a few times when I've been like, oh, where did I see that thing? And it would have been useful then, but that only happens a little bit. Okay. Oh yeah, so this family, I don't know if that was last time, but we got them sorted. Then over here, so to get this, I think we've put you there just because of your red hair. But yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Do we have names? We have Caroline. I don't know if we have your picture. But your picture is in this photo, so let's go back to that photo. We think those two are probably missing because they're the two blonde ones and there aren't any blonde people there. So then, remaining, we just have these four. Interesting. This is the bit where I'm going to get, I really wish it would oh, hold on. So it does mark them as yellow if they're confirmed. It doesn't mark them in any way though if they're placed. I really wish it had some way of saying that. So you're placed for sure. Who else is placed? I don't know. That's the problem. And I have to switch back to this. So you're in that picture somewhere, which is interesting. So one of the unplaced ones is you, Clark, but much younger. What else could I go off here? Yeah, there's a big problem here, is that a lot of the pictures, I can't even really look at the yellow pictures in that other picture because a lot of them are just not, a lot of those I just haven't put in, and so they're not marked yellow, even though I have the person themselves. So yeah, that doesn't help a whole lot. 1, 2, well, let's count the ones that are from that picture. 1, 2, 2. But a bunch more are marked yellow. Oh, but I did put some of them in as extras, right? Not that one. No. Huh? I guess there are only 4 marked off. These 2. Wait, how did I miss those 2? Oh, because they're actually from the previous generation. Am I getting mixed up? No. Okay, why are they in this photo? I mean, I know they are younger, but I thought that was the whole thing about they want to keep it, at least with the first photo, they wanted to keep it to the exact generation, even if one of them's a lot younger. I guess that's changed over time, and you're getting a photo with these folks. Okay. What about other names that we haven't put in yet? So what names don't we have along this row? So we've got Ernie Jr., Gwyneth, Caroline. So there's 1 missing. Oh no, there's 2 missing. And these I don't think are there. So there's 2 names missing. What are the 2 names? There's a few names that I'm going to mix up a lot. Gwyneth is there. Okay. So Guy, we now have or we don't have? We do. Guy's there. Yeah, I really wish I could see these at the same time. What does this do? Oh, okay. Just goes to the next bit of evidence. Guy, Bonnie. So Bonnie's the name we're missing. Gwendolyn down here. I don't think we do have. Oh, the theory was that you might be named after your grandma, but there might be somebody here that's named after the grandma. Gwyneth we do. So it's Bonnie, Gwendolyn, Gwendoline, Miracle Jr. We've got you, Jim Roottree, Clark, Carl, and Eli M. We have you. You're also Miracle. Carl. There was a Carl. Wasn't Carl higher up? Oh no, Carl's this one. Okay. So there's only 2 names, and that is what we were hoping for, right? Yes, so Gwyneth and... No, not Gwyneth. Gwendolyn and Bonnie. So, I mean, we could do it by surname. I brought this up in Discord. I don't love doing the names by just like looking at what names are available. But it is part of the conceit of the game. It's just that the names are there. Okay. So let's see. Bonnie, what would your surname be? Hudson. So you're here. Because these are. Oh no, they've got the same surname. Oops. Okay. Do they? Hold on. You're a Roottree. You're a Morden. So these are 2 Mordens. Oh no, sorry. Oh, I'm getting mixed up. I think I looked over here. I was like, oh no, they're both Mordens. No, it's you, Hudson. Okay. So you're a Hudson. Okay, let's just do it by... So you must be Christopher. And then we must have a Morden, which must be the... not Bonnie. The remaining Gwendolyn Morden. Okay. Should we try searching some of these names? Bonnie Hudson. Can we find out anything about your family? Bonnie Hudson. Nothing. What about in this? Nothing. Maybe she's a musician. Maybe she's a star. Nope. Okay. Guy, you were the 3rd president. So do we have all the presidents confirmed? No. So we need a 4th president picture, Ernie. Okay. What are there any other clues we can get just from the picture itself? Let's zoom in. Let's look at these people. Your hair is very swooshy. Is that you, Jim, maybe? Jim has hair a bit like that, I think. Jim. Everybody has hair a bit like that. You, Carl? It's going to the sides, but you might have changed your hair. Well, it does seem around the same kind of age, right? Maybe. I mean, maybe you're just wearing the same thing. Pink, like an orange tie or something. Swooshy hair. There was something somewhere about people with the glasses. And I thought that meant... Oh no, maybe it did end up meaning these 2. But I just put them in the wrong way round? Was that it? It was definitely these 2, so maybe they were just in the wrong way around at the time. I'm going to put them in for now, and maybe we'll come back across that. I think it might have been one of the diary things. Okay. But maybe I didn't know the order still? Is that the issue? I can't remember. We'll have to keep going through the evidence until I find out. People are definitely saying, well, if you'd taken notes, you'd remember. Well, But I would have spent so much time making notes. It's quite like quicker to just go through stuff. Where did I get to in the process of going through this? Did I get through all of this? Sam Clark. Yeah, I think I did, but I don't think I went through the next one yet again. Elias Roottree had died, and during the reading of his will, there was an audible gasp when a certain name was read aloud, Samantha Roottree. Though Sam and their children were not meant to receive monetary inheritance, he had a stipulation that she retained the rights to run the farm and any and all decisions related to it. It was then that the scandalous secret came out. None of the 5 pieces were surprised, but it was quite a shock to everyone else, including Sam. She'd been told her parents died. Apparently, Sam was the illegitimate daughter of Elias Jr. and Patricia Christensen. Patricia, daughter of a local steel mogul. Can we find out more information about that business? Local business. Nothing there. Nothing here. Oh yeah. Christensen Steel was a steel company in Butler County. Business Watch mentioned them a few times, mostly around the time of World War II. It appears they went all in on the war effort and were even commended by the Vice President of the United States who visited the factory in person. An article from about 4 years after the war ended said that the expansions and modifications they made to their factory were no longer sustainable during peacetime, and the company was being sold. Nothing stands out as particularly relevant to your search, okay? Could have told me that at the beginning. No, it was interesting to get the background anyway. Okay. Where was I? Back at this thing. Local farmhand known as EC, indeed. Patricia was married off to a much older man and sent away. That was the end of that, almost. None of the next gens had ever met or heard of Patricia until she unexpectedly reappeared, now going by Patsy. After Patsy's husband died, she reunited with Eli Jr., and they finally married in their 50s. Lauren mentioned the wedding in her first diary without knowing Patsy's history. Right. Eli Jr. had never taken another lover. Lauren, ever the romantic, quite appreciated this. When Patsy and Eli Jr. finally married, Elias decided Sam should have been a Roottrie in the first place. Even though she was not part of the Clancy Trust, he wanted to include her in family affairs. That was what led to Lauren's initial entry entitled Sam. Indeed, okay. Clearly I did not know our true family history when I wrote this. I didn't even know Sam was a Roottree. All of my doubts were ill-founded. She's a fine woman. Had she the chance to grow up with us, Sam might have been the sister figure Gwyn never was. Ernie and the kids are lucky to have her. Ernie and the kids. Yes, okay, so tell us about the kids. Oh, well, I guess I know them, but tell me about their order. Is this where you mentioned the glasses? What I'm most ashamed of is not figuring it all out myself. Sam's a spitting image of Patsy with her jet black hair and green eyes. She doesn't have that thick glasses Patsy did, of course, but I guess that skips a generation. Her children have that covered. That's 100% what that is. So it's those two. They're the only two with glasses at all, and they are like kind of thick rimmed glasses as well. So I think you're correct. Assuming, I can't remember whether I got the information about their order or not. It's hard to explain the look on Pop's face when they read that the farm's operations were passed to Samantha Roottree for as long as she was willing. I got flashbacks to when Zach was made president. Mother reframed it a bit to calm him down. Sam wouldn't receive any candy money after all, and was essentially inheriting the right to rule over the peasants for eternity. Because she had control of the farm, she didn't get any money from the rest of it. Pop wanders away from that farm for years. I never met EC in person, but Pop once referred to him as a confirmed bachelor, and I suspect that's why he kept us from there. I mean, let's search this and see if anything comes up about it. In the past, the confirmed bachelor was a man who never intended to marry a woman. Quite often it was used as a derogatory term to imply that the man was gay. Okay, I considered that might be the case already. In the early 1900s, there's a good chance that if someone was discovered to be gay, they may even be ousted or shunned from their family. Are you implying that EC is also part of the family in some way? Sam had to grow up in a house with him and his roommate, Mr. Miller. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've searched this before. Miller. You could search everywhere. Kind of wish there was like a way of saying, oh, can I search this in every single resource? Okay. I'm not sure Sam will ever forgive Uncle Junior or Patsy for abandoning her to that life. If I were her, I might never forgive them either. But even so, she seems to blame more than just the two of them. She has no problems with us next gens, but she has a palpable hate for the five pieces in Elias and Gwyneth. Junior reminds me of Sopranos. This is a page of additional notes, blah blah blah. Reading this back, I get deja vu. As I write this addendum, Clark's got married again. No Roottrie has ever remarried. Sure, I lost Jacob and Gwyn divorced Wild Bill just before she had her second. Not even I can blame her for that. I've seen what he gets up to in Starlet, but neither of us ever took a second husband. Did I ever look at Wild Bill in Starlet? I must have done, right? Maybe I didn't. Like, that's the other thing. It's like even more important than like the text that I find along the way is like knowing what I've searched for, and like that's not. I mean, I can get some of it from the history up here, but I can get all of it, I guess. Yeah, it does tell me about the periodicals as well, but I don't know. It's still like when I'm reading through a text and not sure what I should look up. It's like hard to remember whether. Like, coming back here and checking it would be quite a lot of work. Okay. The first mentions one of his first roles under his real name, Walter Forsyth. I don't think I've read this. Okay. Walter Forsyth. So that was your first partner. Wait, no, hold on. Am I getting mixed up? How did I end up with Linus? You had a second partner, didn't you? Maybe you never married? Walter Forsyth. The second is an interview. Oh, I mean, that's never been confirmed, so that must be wrong. Yeah, okay. Was it your second partner or something? And that's just not on here because you never married, I guess. Split up, it says. Second is an interview, although he doesn't mention her by name. You determine from context he's talking about Gwyn Roottree. An apology to all the ladies, I'm actually taken. Earlier this year I did a friend a favour. He was directing a war movie and asked me to play a small part. Wouldn't you know it, that son of a bitch cut me from the picture. I'm just ribbing, it wasn't his fault. I'm just ribbing, it wasn't his fault. Apparently the studio didn't want to pay for a star of my calibre. I got the last laugh though. I met someone. She spent most of the film crying. She was playing a soldier's wife, but even through the tears she was incredible. I know I tend to have a reputation, but this one's true love. I only have eyes for her. Ironically, the third is a rumour that his divorce from Gwyn was due to multiple affairs, including one with another actress. Right, I only have eyes for her. Indeed, an American reader on vacation in Paris claims to have overheard Wild Bill and Gwyn arguing in public while she was holding a baby and visibly pregnant. Not long after, Gwyn announced she was divorcing Wild Bill and also that she was pregnant again, giving this rumour more credibility. Oh, okay, but maybe we should like look for this in Starlet. Is that where we're going to find the most stuff about Gwyn? I was hoping this would give me a name for one of the kids. Think about Paris. I mean, we have definitely done this, right? Divorce from Wild Bill Williams. Pregnant again. Cornwall. That's where I got it from. Oh, hold on. My father's life was blessed with. There's nothing wrong with Cornwall. Oh, your father was. Okay, whoops. I misunderstood last time I was reading it. Right, you basically kept the Roottree name. That, yeah, okay, I hadn't even thought about that. Alright. Cool. So I think those two will get confirmed next time. Next time we get some like a proper set of 3 confirmed. With the way the world is moving. Oh, that's not where I was. I was here. It's an infamous name he repurposed for himself because he didn't have the benefit of being born with the famous one. Yep. Sticking with Roottree for the last name, not Williams. We also plan to lean into alliteration. That's how we'll honour. I mean, yeah, okay. I think at the time I wasn't willing to do this, but I guess now I'm more willing to do it. So this will be your first child, right? Yeah, this is like, yeah, this is while you're still together. So you'll be a Roottree With an R. Oh, okay, that's 2. Maybe both of them are like that, though. So, should I start Googling? When I say Googling, I mean spider searching. Like Robert Roottree. Maybe it'll come up in Starlet if they're prying into people's lives. And the other one was what? Ronald. Spider search Ronald Roottree. Nothing. Unlikely, but yeah, okay. Okay. I think we've got all of that. Third wheel, I imagine that wouldn't last as long as a trio, so I don't think a marriage on such a shaky foundation like that can last. Okay. But then he ended up having an affair with her sister. 4 Eli's for Pete's sake. Okay. I saw Eli in town. I wouldn't know which one they meant. My brother, let's say if we've got all of these. My brother, my uncle, my cousin. Uncle Junior, Miracles Eli, or Eli C. Yeah, we have all of them. Eli C's here, yep. Okay. Family's names were always unusual. Believer in using the names of each generation to honour those in the last. His father and Grandma Gwyneth's father were named Edward and Clancy, so now you see where my pop's name came from. One thing that's always been consistent in our family, though, is that anytime someone's a junior, they're always the firstborn son. That goes for Miracle, Eli, or even Clancy. With the women, however, it all goes out the window. Gwendolyn got her name from some combination of Gwyneth and Caroline, who was... Why is that a question? Who was Elias's mother? Question mark? Women's names tend to get all mixed up as the generations went on. I guess that's because there's no female equivalent of Junior. Gwendolyn, Gwyneth and Caroline. It's over here, right? No, it's Angelica. You? Gwyneth and Caroline. Okay, sure. Where was I here? Would you say Elias though if you're talking about your granddad? Not sure. So if you're reading my diary and confused, you're not alone. Even the government had problems. I remember once receiving certified mail for an Edward Clancy Roottree. I had to break the news that they got my father's name backwards. EC. Is there an Edward Clancy? Is there an Edward Clancy? Is there an Ed Clance trust? His father and Grandma Gwyneth's father were named Edward and Clancy. Clancy Edward. Edward Clancy. I bet there's an Edward Clancy. That's what's going on, isn't there? Is there another kid? Edward Clancy Roottree. Or something. Edward Clancy. And that would be a stretch. Okay. I mean, that's my current theory. I reckon this mail wasn't intended for your father. It was intended for somebody else. Curious. Apparently it's the first thing she could find that she ever wrote. in trouble. I got angry when I met a new girl who I do not like. She was dirty and didn't have a pretty dress. Me and Pop walked home in town and she hugged him. When I told her he was my Pop, your Pop, him. She pushed me. I got angry and yelled at her, and Pop said to treat her nice. Then she said, your Pop is my dad. Is this going to end up being true? She screamed it loud in my ear. She was lying to me and lying on nice things. I pushed her too. Then I got in trouble. Then Pop took her away. He told me, don't worry, I'm glad she's gone. Do you have another child? Does like everybody in this family have extra children? Do you have an Edward Clancy? But that wouldn't make sense in terms of you going with... No, it's have to be your child, I think. I reckon the person at the back of that first photo is maybe like EC. Maybe. Or that Mr. whatever it was, Mr. somebody. So this has still got 2 things to find, apparently. Yeah, let's look at the this thing. 5 pieces still has 4 things to find related to it. Oh, is there like just this is another periodical? Oh. Teen Blast is a magazine aimed at teenage girls. The website has a news section that offers condolences for the loss of the Roottrie sisters. The fashion line was often covered by a magazine, and Raina Roottree first appeared on the cover on her 16th birthday. Oh no. Raina was on the cover of Teen Blast when she was 16 and did an interview. You add the cover and article to your evidence. Okay. Is this going to lead to anything though? Is that going to go down when I come back to it? It's gone entirely. Alright. Maybe this has number though. 7? Okay. I certainly missed something. TMS. Yeah, who was that again? That was... Oh, I've forgotten. TMS. I thought it was Gwyn. Tommy Mark Sheridan. Oh no, okay. It was with Raina Roottrees, so it's right back at the beginning. Okay. Okay. Did I search all this stuff? Time Marches Onward is a soap opera. It was first oh my gosh. I think I just went right past this stuff at the beginning. Time Marches Onward is a soap opera. It was the first credited role for Tommy Mark Sheridan, who was only 7 years old and still being credited as Thomas Sheridan at the time. According to your search, the show has been on air. Oh, hold on. She got married to Tommy Sheridan. So you. I've already put it in. I put it in ages ago. All right. Oh, we have another picture of you. We have another picture. That's you. There we go. Cool. Oh, where was I? Okay, I was going to read that, but I ended up over here. TMS appeared as Carson in 53 episodes before his character went away to camp. A few episodes later, his parents learned of his off-screen death in a terrible whitewater rafting accident. Oh no. After a 6-year absence, Carson returned, now with partial amnesia. He recalled that though he was saved from the river, the couple who found him were evil drug runners. They smuggled him across the Mexican border and sold him into child labor. After he managed to escape, he couldn't remember who he was. He eventually found his way home by following the address that his parents had written on the tag of his jacket. During the second run, Carson was played by an actor other than Tommy Mark Sheridan. The discrepancy was explained by covering his face in bandages and claiming that his work in the silver mines left him permanently disfigured and caused his voice to sound completely different. Yeah, very soap opera thing to be doing. After a plastic surgery operation that happened amidst a hostage situation at the local hospital, the bandages were removed and the new actor played Carson for an additional 3 years. Appearing in over 500 episodes, he was then killed permanently this time while saving his young sister from drowning in a whitewater rafting accident that happened at the same river where his initial accident took place. Fascinating as all this is, none of this seems related to the Roottrees. Thanks. What about your other one? Did I look up this one? Brother Trouble was a 1989 sitcom about two 16-year-old brothers of the same age, one adopted, played by Tommy Mark Sheridan, and Dustin Christopher Baker. Their single mother, played by stand-up Penelope Tessa Green, often had to navigate her job as a magazine columnist, as well as the troubles that come with raising two boys who were extremely competitive in sports. Academics and even romantic pursuit of their next-door neighbor, Roxy. Oh my gosh, this is giving me a whole load of things to search. The showrunner was small screen director Ron Roottree. Okay, we have a director, Ronald. 1989. Is it one of Gwen's kids? The show had strong ratings for the entirety of season 1, rocketing both Sheridan and Baker to instant stardom, mostly amongst the teenage girl demographic. However, it was cancelled in 1991 midway through the second season due to a significant drop off in the ratings. Okay, lots of things to search here. So a couple of names. I don't think these two will lead anywhere, but we'll see. Dustin Christopher Baker is often abbreviated DCB by his teenage fans. Since leaving Brother Trouble, he has appeared in a few straight-to-VHS movies that adapt classic literature to a family audience with minor success. The most popular of which was Jane Eyre, which reimagined the Charlotte Bronte novel as a high school romance with a focus on skateboarding. Nice. It doesn't seem to be associated with the Roottrees. See, like Eyre, skateboard, yeah. Okay. Just a bit of extra lore. Penelope Tessa Green. Penelope Tessa Green is a retired comedian. There's a result for the Laugh Lounge, a club in Reno that claims Penelope got her stand-up start and first did her famously raunchy breast milk cheese routine in the 80s before she was a TV star on Brother Trouble. Okay. The site claims she retired for the birth of her first child, but still makes yearly appearances for fundraisers, doing more family-friendly material. Retired for the birth of her first child. You find a picture labelled Joke O'Lantern, 1997, as well as a different picture labelled Jack watching one of his mother's charity sets, 1994. Both have been added to evidence. Where on earth is this going? I've got so many things to look up. Okay, that doesn't go anywhere. Good. There's more evidence just added. But then we also had, I think this is more important. Well, let's search you. I think this will just come up with this page. Okay, or nothing. But you are important. I think you are the son of, what's her face? Roottree is a small screen director and the head of RR Productions. He directed episodes of a few other shows before showrunning and creating a one-season hit, Brother Trouble. Show was cancelled partway through season 2. Give me more! I mean, are you still local? Probably not, because they started moving around the world. But you might cover it. You did not. Does anybody cover it? Nobody covers it. Okay. I mean, it's Ronald, right? I think I already searched for Ronald Roottree in all these places. Did I search on Spider Search? I mean, it's just that page. Ron Roottree. Yeah, I know you are the son of Gwen, aren't you? You have to be. Okay, that takes us back to here. Okay. One important thing I learned from an early age is that dreams are not outside of our grasp. My grandpa was a college professor who taught lectures about history. Hold on. My grandpa was a college professor. Aha. Professor? Don't have enough correct to get one, but I feel like I've maybe filled in 2 for sure. Those 2. I don't want to look at any others. I don't want to know. I don't want to know if that's the reason I'm failing. He always told me that history was full of people from famous families who wasted their fame and fortune by taking it for granted. Instead, he told me I should go out and use my name to accomplish something. I think he may have practiced that lecture a lot because I have other people in my family that have also made the Roottree name famous for things besides candy. I'm sure it's just because of their incredible ability and skill. His older sister even wrote a book that some of my friends tell me they had to read in school. Yep, okay. That's Lauren's book. I took his advice and now I work with my mum designing clothing. I help decide what colours and patterns I want to model. Then she designs the clothes with a team of amazing men and women. Although my grandpa passed away earlier this year, Grandma Laura tells me he was really proud of what we've managed to accomplish. I'm going to guess there's just one Laura. Okay. Handy, that was useful. What else do we have on the magazine cover? Brother Trouble cancelled, also how to know if he's interested, and win a trip to the set of a new movie. Sweet 16, the Candy Girl gets serious about her inspirations and aspirations. Okay, apparently there's 7 more things from here though. Maybe let's go back to... have we ever searched for your granddad? We surely have. Clancy Jr., Roottree. I mean, I know I do have there's a thing up here that I think tells me if I've searched. Okay. Okay, I don't think I've ever searched this. I would expect you to maybe have some publications if you're a professor. Possibly. Or like something else appears here, like this. Or Business Watch seems not likely. What about here? Now the problem is I think I need a book title. Yeah. History. He didn't just publish a book called History. Okay. So let's go back to TMS then. Was there something else I missed in my what was I doing? Like a depth first search? Yeah, I think I was. We've definitely like looked up all the sisters, right? Although there might be details in here that I need to follow up on. We do have more evidence to look at as well. Maybe across Rootree's most recent products. I don't think I've read this. Introduced in 1992, there are a series of circular crunchy wafers coated in nuts and chocolate maple flavouring. The website of a fan says that they came to be during the tenure of Ernie Jr., former president of the Roottree Candy Company. There's a commercial that aired a few years back during the Super Bowl. Yeah, we looked that up, didn't we? I think we did. Yes. Right, yeah. Yep. Okay, what's the other evidence that we got? Maybe clicking on this evidence makes that number go down? Let's find out actually. If I click this, leave, go here. It does, okay. You look kind of familiar from one of the other photos, I think, maybe. Joke O'Lantern. Oh, so this is the actress. Wait. These are part of the family? I mean, not necessarily, right? Can I get photos of people who aren't in the tree? You found this on the website about a comedy club called the Laugh Lounge. It's a photo titled Joke O'Lantern 1997 and was taken during one of Penelope Tessa Green's fundraisers. Jack watched reveal his mother's charity. That's the other one. Let's go to that then. So we've got 2 photos of that kid. You found this on the website about a comedy club called the Laugh Lounge. It was captioned Jack watching one of his mother's charity sets in 1994. So you're a kid like at the moment, basically. Are you in this? So you just happen to be the mother in the TV show that you're in? That would be weird, but maybe they just don't know about each other. It's possible, right? Maybe it's one of these, like a movie family director. Hold on. No, because she would be up here. So, but then it could be she's here. This is. Oh, maybe did she marry Ron? I need to know. So, what was directed by? Was it? Was it Brother Trouble that was directed by Ron? Ron Roottree. Did they potentially marry? What about you in the other thing? Or the other thing? Penelope Tess agrees mentioned a few articles about Brother Trouble. The show's stars, TMS and DCV, play their sons in television. Penelope's character was not really who teenage girls cared about. As a result, there's very little gossip surrounding her. I mean, we might as well just search everywhere. I did already search you yourself, right? Yes. Joko Lantern. Wait, so that's that? Why is it called that? Because that was the name of your fundraiser, maybe? So you look like... Who do you look like from one of the pictures? I was going to say her, but I'm not certain. Right, there's 4 things from the campaign mail list. Oh wait, are these in that order? They are. Okay, so things at the top left are the most important to click on. Okay. What was I going to say? Okay. I really need to know more about what's his face. Ron Roottree. I did this already, right? Why is there nothing about you anywhere? Oh, let's search the company name. Whoops. It's so easy to just forget to go to something. Defunct production company responsible for Brother Trouble. You find a comment on a Usenet board stating that Brother Trouble ended up being an ironic name, considering the rumours about RR Productions' Ron and Robbie Roottree. Yep, Ron and Robbie. I mean, I already searched them for them though. It didn't go anywhere. Can I get that as a thing to search? That doesn't make sense. It would just show up on here. You find a comment on a Usenet board saying Brother Trouble ended up being an ironic name. Right. So, did they have a falling out? Robbie Roottree. I definitely already searched for you. Wait, did I not? I swear I did. Did I put something else in? Did I type it wrong? There's not much relevant information. Oh, I put in Robert. Okay, this is the time I'm finding out that your name is shortened to Robbie. Okay. There's not much relevant information about Robbie Roottree. In a comment thread on a message board about television cliches, you find a thread called Why Was Brother Trouble Cancelled? One user speculates. Is this like TV tropes? I think it's because the writing went really downhill in season 2. They actually had an episode where Roxy was addicted to sniffing markers. Another person replied, maybe it's due to the rumour about Robbie Roottree in Silver Screen magazine. Okay. Do I have to correct this to get it? There's a link to some kind of article that appears to be dead. It knows what I meant. Oh, and there's a space missing. Uh-oh. Silver Screen magazine was a Hollywood insiders magazine focusing less on actors and actresses and more about the nitty-gritty of writing, directing, costuming, set design, film promotion, and other elements of filmmaking. This is what I need. It ran from 1983 to 1993. It was bought by a bigger, more recognizable magazine a few years ago, and the website now redirects to the new magazine. The new magazine doesn't appear to have any relevance to your case. Okay, but now we are going to go to here and do Ron Roottree. There's an article about Ron Roottree from 1984 entitled Don't Blame Nepotism, He Gets Results. After finding some small screen success, first as director for many soap opera episodes and then stepping in as the showrunner to turn around a few struggling productions, Ron has decided to start his own television production company. Ron was born in the US but grew up in Paris with his once famous mother and his brother Robbie. He gobbled up American cinema whenever he could, and when he was old enough, returned to Hollywood to attend film school. He He brings a special kind of charisma and an eye for unusual shots, particularly when it comes to comedy. Those he's worked with have gone on record as saying he's an attentive director who can work with actors to make sure the timing of a joke lands perfectly. Ron plans to pitch new shows to major television studios as soon as 1986. Until then, he plans to find the right project. He has occasionally called upon his younger brother, there we go, that's what I was looking for, so Ron's the older one, younger brother for script punch-ups and has thought about bringing him into the field. Okay, we're going to look into you as well in a second. Okay, but that gives us Ronald and then Robert. Cool. And we know you're we know you're a director. We don't know whether you ended up directing or not, do we? There's just some kind of falling out. We do know your pictures. They are here. I don't know how I'd say who was who. Hopefully we get another photo from something. Okay, so before we stop for today, I do want to quickly also check that for Robbie Roottree. A small rumours article from 1992 that claims that television screenwriter Robbie Roottree was allegedly tried and convicted under the name Robert in a French court of law. Okay, so they stayed in France. It seems he, again allegedly, embezzled from the company RR Productions to fuel a gambling habit that left him hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. He then fled to Paris, where he grew up. I see, okay. And then Silver Screen continues to insist this is all very much allegedly, assaulting an officer who came to question him. Okay. The article's author says they were unable to get a statement from French authorities, but received information from an anonymous source and were able to confirm through public records there was a trial involving a Robert Roottree around the time that Brother Trouble was cancelled. Okay. How does this help me with anything? Can I search the French court documents? Not that I would be able to. So he's a gambler. Assault an officer. Okay. Does one of them look like a gambler? Who's the most gamblery of you two? Hard to say. Okay. So there's some way of piecing them together though. Alright, I think we're just going to leave that there though. Okay, that's a bunch of information about them. I think you married that actress, but I don't have that for sure. We'll do some more searching in the silver screen thing because there might be other names that show up there as well, including Gwyn. Even though it says less about actors and actresses, but maybe it'll still have some stuff. Alright, see you next time folks, and we'll keep exploring in that magazine. Goodbye.